Good afternoon, councillors. Thank you for your attendance. I will commence the meeting seeking any apologies, and we do have two apologies, Councillor Kelly and Councillor Spencer. And we have also received a message that Councillor Kay is running a bit late, so we hope she may be able to join us in due course. Are there any other apologies? If not...
Madam Mayor, there is an apology from the General Manager who's on leave.
Yes, thank you. Staff apologies I was going to do next. Sorry, I meant councillors. If there's no further... I've just seen Councillor Kay is there. Can you hear us, Councillor Kay?
Yes, I can. Sorry, I'm late.
No, that's all right, only by a few moments. So we've just accepted or received apologies. So will somebody move that those apologies be received and leave of absence granted? That's Councillor Clark. Is there a seconder for that? Councillor Chatto. All those in favour? That is unanimous. Staff apologies. Sorry, we have one, which is the General Manager. Thank you very much for that. We move to declarations of interest. Councillors, are there any declarations from councillors? None. Acting General Manager, are there any staff declarations?
There are no staff declarations, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Acting General Manager, documents circulated to councillors, please.
There are no documents, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. We move now to general business, and I invite councillors to nominate any item on the agenda that they wish to have a site inspection. None. I invite councillors to nominate any item on the agenda that they wish to adopt in accordance with the officer's recommendation, allowing for minor changes without debate. Councillor Nye.
Yes, Madam Mayor. I've got a bit of a slight tweak to the proposal. Acting General Manager, do you consider this to be a minor tweak that could potentially go without debate?
Madam Mayor, yes, I do. The tweak puts into the recommendation words that reflect one of the proposed changes by the Mayor that's already in the draft document. And I think that the wording is consistent with the wording in the actual draft.
In that case, Councillor Nye, would you like to provide the wording for it?
Okay, yes, sure, Madam Mayor. I don't know if we have it on screen or anything, but...
There it is.
So we move that in Council's draft submission in attachment 1, Council's response to question 8, which applies only to industrial and commercial land, should be amended to say the following. So additional flexibility for business rates is supported. This will allow councils to differentiate between types of business use, which may impose different costs on council. And then for all land types, including environmental and recreational, councils should also be able to set different rates for not-for-profit organisations such as tennis and bowling clubs, as the application of business rates as currently required will in many cases lead to financial unsustainability and closure. And then part B, that the draft submission on the exposure draft bill on local government rating reform is finalised and submitted to the Office of Local Government.
Thank you, Councillor Nye, but the only change that you're proposing is the words in green, is that correct?
Yeah, and also changing the word club to organisation so that it's slightly broader.
Just the words in green.
Yeah, and that's for clarification because the scope of question 8 only covers industrial and commercial at the moment. So it could lead to an unintended outcome without those words.
Thank you. Councillor Chatto, I think you also mentioned you wanted to change a little bit of wording.
Yes, I did. I had some changes which went through, but then I had a look at what the change I wanted for question 12 is simply just putting in whether or not. It's really not necessary. It's a fine point of grammar, but we don't need that. So I'm not proposing that we change that. However, the change that I made to question 6, the additional, maybe could we bring that up? Do you think?
Yes, we'll just get that organised for you.
Yes, I've got the proposed definition of environmental land is supported. I just put the proposed definition of environmental land for rating purposes is supported. Or rather, otherwise it opens a bit of a can of worms. So I think we need to be specific about what this definition is for.
Thank you.
And that's all really.
And that the other section, I think you were removing or not. Is that correct?
Yes, I was removing or not. That's right. That's question 12. Allow it as it stands.
In the hope that we can deal with this without debate, I'll just see if there are any other matters that councillors want to tweak in the draft or the revised draft, and the comments that have been made this afternoon on the floor. No further changes. Nobody wishes to debate any of those items that have been revised through councillor feedback.
No, I think they're all very sensible.
Thank you very much. And sorry, I will pause here because I noticed that Councillor Greenfield joined us a little while ago too. And just as a matter of a proper order, I'll ask Councillor Greenfield if she has any declarations to make this afternoon.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. No, I have no declarations to make today.
Thank you very much. That being the case, I would like to move that those amendments from councillors to the draft that was issued for comment be adopted, and that they be forwarded today to the Office of Local Government in response to calls for submissions. Is there a seconder for that? Seconded, Councillor Smith. Thank you very much. There being no further debate on that, I don't see any reason for further delaying councillors. I will put that motion. All those in favour? That is unanimous. And councillors, thank you very much for interrupting your summer recess a little bit early, but I'm sure that despite Councillor Spencer's comments in his email yesterday, that all councillors understand why we had the necessity to meet today, because those councillor comments in their feedback could not be forwarded to the department without unanimous delegations under the summer recess. As we did not have unanimous delegation with the 3 persons, i.e. the General Manager, myself and Councillor Spencer, it was without doubt that under the Local Government Act, we would have to formally meet as a council to make a resolution on this matter. Councillor Spencer, I hope, will understand today, if he's watching, that this was not a whim, it was a requirement. We have to act under the provisions of the Local Government Act, and those delegations would not allow us to make a unanimous decision and submit the proposed submission. So thank you very much for interrupting your either work day or your holidays in Looking at the agenda, we of course only had one item for an extraordinary meeting, so there is no further business today, and I declare the meeting closed at 12:43 p.m. Thank you.